Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, please remember that these are general readings. They aren't here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. And any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Capricorn, let's jump on in. In case you guys haven't noticed, we're doing things a little bit different for this round of readings. I usually pull the cards ahead of time, but I decided I wanted to try something a little bit different. So let's start. Let's get an oracle card for your recent past. What has Capricorn been dealing with? What has Capricorn been dealing with? It says your dreams need a practical plan. So you have a direction you want to go, but there's a specific, I don't know if it's a specific step that you need to take. We're gonna go back and clarify that. Where is Capricorn at right now? And then you have faith in your dreams. So two cards right out of the gate about your dreams. You have you are good enough and bring love into the situation. I feel like this is definitely speaking to a Capricorn collective that has maybe dreams about maybe. I feel like it's not just about one thing in particular. I feel like it's just kind of talking about your life as a whole, like the life that you have in mind for yourself. Right now, I feel like you, with this have faith in your dreams, I do feel like you might be sitting in an energy of self-doubt, doubting kind of where you're headed, what you're doing, whether or not you're on the right path. All right, what does Capricorn need to know moving forward? Confidence is your key to success. Okay, I mean, I feel like this is really laying out, and I talked about kind of how I felt like you were sitting in self-doubt, right? I mean, in your immediate future, like what you need to know moving forward is that confidence is your key, that as you move forward, it's almost as if it's like the dreams that you have are yours. Like it's your, the universe doesn't put a dream in your heart for no reason. It's always there because it's meant for you, because you're meant to bring that to life. And I feel like, the biggest thing that keeps us from being able to live the life of our dreams or to have the success that we desire, the love that we desire, the freedom we desire, the peace that we desire, whatever the case is, the biggest thing that keeps us from that is fear and doubt. Now, it's not just doubt in ourselves, but it's doubt in the universe having our back. It's doubt in believing that it's even possible for us, especially if we grew up in a way where we were taught that there were certain things that weren't necessarily possible for us, or that we're not good enough for some reason. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm speaking to a Capricorn collective that definitely needs to believe in themselves a little bit more. I know that sounds a little bit cheesy, but I feel like whatever dream this is talking about, I feel like it's very important for you and your life path, your soul journey, almost as if the world needs whatever this is. But let's see, let's clarify here. Your dreams need a practical plan for Capricorn's recent past. Because it's almost as if, well, hang on. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Your dreams need a practical plan. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Prioritizing, I feel like you were prioritizing things that didn't really align with your dreams. Now, maybe because you had to, right? You can't just quit your 9 to 5 out of the blue to go pursue something. You can't just, make changes when there's not kind of practical steps involved. And I feel like that's what this practical plan is about. But the Two of Pentacles in reverse, this could be over prioritizing somebody or something or a path or a job or something that didn't actually align with what it is that you truly want. And I feel like this is getting in alignment with what you truly want, Capricorn, which might, for a lot of people, we kind of get thrown into this path where we're either taught that that's what we're supposed to do, or that's the best thing for us, or we're taught to believe that that path is what we want because that's what society has told us, or whatever the case is. And I feel like this is you understanding that you don't have to live life a certain way, or you don't have to be on a certain path. It's almost like redirecting to bigger and better things for you. Maybe there's one thing in particular that you felt very called to, but has felt very impossible. And I feel like right now it's almost like answering the call to whatever that is. So let's get more here. Current energy for Capricorn. Have faith in your dreams. It's all about your dreams. And then you have success. It's like whatever you desire is meant for you. That there's the 5 of Swords. We've got, okay, and then the 6 of Swords in reverse on the bottom, feeling very stuck. 5 of Swords here is really, I feel like, talking about like it's this energy of survival mode. It's this energy of like, well, I would love to do that, but I have to do this. Or I would, I have these dreams, but that's impractical, or that's not possible for me. Or I'm too far down this path, or like, I have to make this work, or something like that. And I feel like what this is kind of talking about is understanding that there are opportunities that maybe you might not be fully aware of because you aren't believing in the path itself. If we look at whatever it is we wish to create, whatever it is we wish to experience, and we look at it through the lens of all of the reasons that it's not possible, the only thing that we're going to see is objections and roadblocks and reasons why it can't happen, or we're not good enough, or it's not meant for us, or it's not possible, which is why, we talk a lot in spirituality about your belief system, right? Because your beliefs really are reflected into your reality. If you believe that the life of your dreams is possible, you're going to take greater risks. You're going to take steps outside of your comfort zone. You're going to, take steps that maybe you wouldn't take if you didn't believe it was possible. So sometimes the biggest thing holding us back, and I kind of already mentioned this, is the belief that we can't have it, the belief that we can't get there, the belief that it's not possible. And I feel like this is you needing to recognize the ways in which you might be holding yourself back a little bit. And I'm not saying this from a place of like, shame on you, you're holding yourself back, you could be doing more. That's not what I mean by that. Almost as if the ways that you're selling yourself short, the ways that you aren't seeing your true potential and what is truly possible for you. It's almost as if Spirit is asking you to believe, and I said this at the beginning, and I said it sounded a little cheesy, but like believe in yourself a little bit more, and believe in where I feel like the universe is pulling you toward. Because based on this, especially with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this, you've been living, or at least in the past, kind of living in a reality that wasn't aligned with what you wanted. It didn't make you happy. It wasn't very fulfilling. It wasn't bringing you joy. Maybe it was paying the bills, or maybe it was a sense of safety or security, or I don't know. I mean, whatever your reasons are, I'm sure they are absolutely valid, okay? I'm not saying that they're not. What I am saying is this is Spirit trying to tell you through this reading that you are capable of the things that you want in this life. You do not need to doubt your power, your capabilities, your deservingness, all of those things, because again, stepping into your power is about believing kind of against all odds, right? It's especially if whatever it is you want to achieve seems very out there, it's going to be hard to really believe that it's possible for you. But I feel like that's why you have confidence is your key to success. So what else does Capricorn need to know moving forward? The Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. Page of Wands. The 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is really about kind of fighting against what you've been taught about yourself, like what your experiences have taught you. Maybe what your childhood taught you, or what society has taught you, or what you've just come to believe is possible for you. So this runs deep, right? I mean, 95% of our movements, choices, and decisions stem from our subconscious. Only 5% of the way we interact with our reality is conscious level decision making. And sometimes what we don't understand is that throughout our experiences, we have developed a belief system that dictates what we think we are capable of, deserving of, and what we think is possible in this world and in this life. And that belief system then kind of becomes like our roadmap for the decisions that we make. And therefore, that's what's going to create our reality. If you break down the law of attraction, what you think becomes what you believe is how you act is what you create. So our reality is a reflection of our beliefs at the kind of the core of it. Now, it's hard because what you have to understand is you're fighting against a lifetime of beliefs, right? When you step out of your comfort zone and you start to believe that you are capable of more, and you leave situations behind that, aren't meant for you, and you start things that do align with you, those doubts and those old beliefs are going to creep up. So understand that even if you're taking steps there, the self-doubt doesn't go away, the fear doesn't go away. It's not about doing it when those things disappear. It's about doing that despite those things, doing it despite the beliefs that you can't, despite the beliefs that you're not deserving, despite the beliefs that it's not possible for you. And that action is what creates the reality, because we can either allow those beliefs, those self-limiting kind of doubt-filled beliefs to dictate what we do, or we can say, no, I've had enough of the reality, that is reflecting from these beliefs. I'm going to choose to believe something different for myself. I'm going to choose to believe that I am capable of finding the love that I truly, truly deserve. I'm going to believe that I am absolutely deserving of the financial abundance that I've always desired. I'm going to believe that it is possible for me to create the life that I deserve. And I'm going to act on those beliefs even though it goes against what I've been taught to believe. With this Page of Wands, this is kind of inner child energy. And then the Queen of Wands in reverse can be this energy of maybe not really taking action, or again, and I hate saying holding yourself back, because sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it. And so I don't want you to think that I'm saying like you're doing something wrong, or you should be ashamed of yourself or anything like that. I just feel like, the life that we truly desire is on the other side of all of the things that we fear. Fear being alone, fear not having what we need financially, and all of those fears are valid. And I'm not saying you shouldn't fear. I'm saying you shouldn't allow those fears to dictate what you do. What you do should come from this place of passion and desire, and kind of more of a soul-driven direction, I guess, instead of like an ego fear-driven direction, which isn't so easy. But let's just get overall theme. What does Capricorn need to know in order to move forward in alignment with their higher self? So all of this is Spirit's way of saying, listen, you are capable and deserving of so much more than you even think that you are. And I feel like it's time for you to start believing in yourself just as much as, the universe believes in you, or Spirit believes in you. Overall theme of this reading, culmination of vision. First card I see, culmination of vision. You have the renewal of peace, vulnerability. It's almost as if like, it's like, I feel like, again, I'm speaking to this collective that has this like idea of what you want for your life, this vision, this dream, right? You see dreams, vision, like, and it just feels like you've been putting this maybe on the back burner, or maybe you've been doubting it if you're on the path to it. And I feel like this is really Spirit's way of saying, yeah, you can doubt, because doubt is natural. It's part of being human. We have reasons to doubt ourselves, but don't allow that doubt to trick you into believing that it's real, that it's telling you an actual true story. Our mind is constantly projecting a story onto our reality of those beliefs that we have. You can't do it. You can't get there. Look at all of this proof based on your past, the ways that you've been taught that you're undeserving, or that you're not capable, or you're not smart enough, or you're not, pretty enough or attractive enough, or whatever the case is. Like you have a history that has taught you certain things about yourself. Those things are not truths. They are merely the ways that you've internalized your experiences. That doesn't make them invalid. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't believe the way that you do. What it does mean is you cannot let what you have experienced dictate who you are and where you are capable of going, because you are capable of quite literally being and creating whatever it is that you want in this life. yourself. Like, I don't mean to sound just like a cliche motivational speaker, but quite literally, you are capable of whatever it is that you set your mind to. But it's not so easy, right? Because there are things that get in the way, such as real life experiences and financial struggles and mental health issues and things that, again, are very valid worries and fears and reasons, to stay where you're at or to hold yourself back from taking steps forward. Like, I'm not saying they aren't valid. I'm saying you are capable despite them. You are capable despite the reasons that you currently in your reality see that you are not. And that is the cool part about knowing that the universe has your back, is knowing that there are solutions to those obstacles. That every single reason right now that you see that you can't get there, that you can't have it, that you're not good enough, there is also a reason why you can. It's just that so much of what you've been through has taught you more about what you can't do or what you're not capable of than the other way around. But that's what you're breaking out of. So let's dive into this a little bit deeper. I'm not gonna pull 3 full messages like I usually do, since I pulled all of that on camera. But let's just dive in a little bit more to these messages. Let's start with Capricorn's recent past. Your dreams need a practical plan, with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. It's not enough to dream and to pray and to make a vision board. It's not enough to do those. Those are wonderful tools. You should do those all the time, all day long. But you also have to act. You have to be willing to really put yourself out there, which is definitely the hardest part. In the law of attraction, the word action is in there, right? Like, you have to take action. And it doesn't mean that you need to have all of the answers and take all of the steps, but just taking that one step towards your dreams can open up the next step, which opens up the next step. And that's really the process. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Recent past for Capricorn. The Devil. Oof. Okay, the Devil, Hangman in reverse, Lovers in reverse, 5 of Cups, Chariot in reverse. Okay. The Devil card is, yes, obviously Capricorn energy, but it speaks to so much more than that. It's about the things that we hold on to, the attachments that we have because of the fear that we possess. And it happens a lot in relationships. I mean, it can happen in any facet of our life, but I see it a lot in relationships or in career paths. We hang on to what we think we need. And it's not that you're wrong about what you need. You need money, you need human connection, you need those things, like basic fundamentals of staying alive, right? But what if there were other solutions? What if there were other options? What if there were other paths that were available that you might not be open to because you don't see how they're possible? Especially, seeing this Lovers in reverse card, this is being in an energy of not being surrounded by what it is you deserve. So being surrounded by less than what you deserve and holding on to those things because, well, you probably didn't think that anything better could come along, or you think, well, if I don't have this, then I'm going to be alone, or I'm going to be broke, or I'm not going to be able to pay my bills, or I'm going to end up homeless on the street. And that way of thinking is natural, right? Like, we're built for survival. Like, our ego, its primary goal is to keep you alive. The problem is that when our ego starts making decisions for us, the problem with our ego making decisions for us without us really knowing is that sometimes fear will be the biggest driving factor. So I feel like there were certain things, maybe still are, certain things, people, paths in your life that you're very attached to because you feel as if you must hold on to these things, because if this path or this way of working out doesn't pan out, that enter worst case scenario, I'll be unhappy, or I'll never have what I need, or things will never be as good as it could be if this worked out. And that might actually keep you from the dreams you have, right? Sometimes we have this dream. This is just an example, but say you dream of being loved unconditionally, right? You dream of experiencing unconditional love. Well, say that you're in a relationship or a partnership with someone that isn't capable of that unconditional love, or that loves conditionally or transactionally, or doesn't have the ability to love themselves, so they can't love you. You might hold on to that relationship. You desire unconditional love, but you're hanging on to something that isn't capable of providing you with that, which might be blocking the unconditional love that you're looking for. The same kind of thing could go for for a job or whatever the case is. And it's not that it's your fault, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's that you have been taught to believe that whatever you have is as good as it can get. But what we have to learn to remember is that if we are sacrificing our worth and our value, that means that there is something better for us out there, but we need to believe in that in order to create it. So that's where you've been, and I feel like this is about kind of letting go and surrendering to the belief that you are supported by a higher power, and having a little bit more faith in, where you desire to go and the path to get there. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know? This is current energy. So where is Capricorn at now? So 5 of Wands. I didn't turn all the way over, hit the table, which is what I like the cards to do. Temperance in reverse. We're frustrated. Capricorn is frustrated. There's the 5 of Wands and there's the 4 of Cups. There's been a lot of resistance, a lot of setbacks, a lot of obstacles, a lot of things that are probably holding you back. And so that's probably why you're like, well, how can I be holding myself back if it feels like the universe is holding me back? So this is the interesting thing. There you are. Okay, yeah. There's the 6 of Swords in reverse again. Remember, we saw kind of feeling stuck. Okay, here's the interesting thing about creating the life that we desire is that obstacles, setbacks, challenges, resistance is going to be unavoidable. It is going to be the one thing that you can be sure you are absolutely going to experience. And the reason for that is during those periods of obstacles and of challenges and of setbacks and that resistance, you are being forced to step into a new level of belief that things are going to work out despite feeling like they're not. And every time you step into that higher level of belief, you are manifesting it a little bit more. People often think that manifestation is something that happens overnight. I dream, I pray, I cross my fingers and it'll appear. But that's not actually how it works. It is a step-by-step commitment to the life you wish to create. And it is showing up for that life even when, and especially when, it feels like that life isn't happening for you. So that you don't go back and you don't settle. I think I read, I don't remember the exact percentage, but it was somewhere around like 70% of people who win the lottery actually end up going bankrupt within like a few years, and like most people end up actually in a worse financial position than they were when they won the lottery. And it's interesting because you would wonder, why would that happen, right? They finally got their break. Why did they sabotage it? Well, if we don't do the work to face our limiting beliefs or to face the reasons why we can't get there, we're not enough, we're undeserving, and whatever it is that we desire just appears on our doorstep, we are going to sabotage it away like that because we haven't done the work on ourselves to be able to show up for and sustain those blessings. Because the way that we create it is by believing that it's not just possible, but that we are the person that is capable of creating those things. And it's about stepping in to that version of ourselves before it appears. So if you're experiencing resistance and setbacks and things right now that make you feel like, oh my gosh, this is never going to happen, just try to trust in the process. And trust me, I know from experience that is not an easy thing to do. But I've also learned that every setback and every challenge provides me with an opportunity to believe a little bit more in myself and in the universe's support of me. And every single time I choose the path of belief, because you kind of get, and I feel like that's what this 2 of Swords is saying, is when you're facing obstacles and setbacks and challenges, you kind of have this choice. You can either choose to say, my fear is correct, this is never going to happen, this isn't going to work out, you give up on the path. Or you can choose to say, I don't know how, but I know there's a way through this, and I know the universe has my back. And you can choose to believe in that path. And whichever path you choose, you are going to be correct. It's either things are not going to work out or they will because you believe that they will. So understand that, if you are on the path to creating a life of your dreams, you are on the right path. First of all, I feel like I'm speaking to a Capricorn collective that needs to know you are on the right path. It is just about continuing to believe in that path and take steps toward that path, even though it feels right now like things aren't going to work out or aren't working out in the time frame that you want. The other thing is, in order to create what we desire, we have to let go of what we think we need. You have to let go of what you think you need. And I feel like that's really hard when we're living in today's world where maybe it's a little bit hard to be certain that you're going to have what you need because things are so uncertain. But know that you are very supported by a divine team, by spirit. You have that backing of the universe, but that backing of the universe is you're only going to see it to the extent that you believe in it. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know? This is moving forward to their immediate future. What does Capricorn need to know about their immediate future? You have this culmination of vision. So it's almost as if the piece is falling into place. But I feel like it's important because I feel like not every person in this Capricorn collective is going to choose to pursue out of their comfort zone. I feel like there might be some people that are going to feel as if they need to retract and pull back, or give up, or I don't know. And then I feel like it's really important that through this period that you don't do that. Yeah, because there's the Three of Wands in reverse again. Let me clarify this. This is the energy of wanting to play it safe, wanting to withdraw, wanting to give up. And I don't blame you, okay? I'm sure you have your reasons as to why, but the Tower in reverse, the Strength in reverse, the confidence is wavering, Capricorn. That's natural and that is understandable, but I feel like this strength, I feel like it could be upright or in reverse. And I feel like this is either it's like despite what's going on around you, despite what you feel your reality looks like right now, it's like keep believing, keep dreaming, keep moving forward with confidence, with faith. Because the Strength card means so much more than just confidence in yourself. To me, it means, confidence in, yes, you, absolutely, but then, and also your support of the universe, and in your belief that solutions are going to appear, and that the belief that you are going to have everything you need every step of the way. There have been a lot of periods in my life where I was trying to create, actually I'm just going to keep pulling, I'm going back to the old way of reading, but where I was trying to create something and I would kind of be like almost tested in a way. I don't like that word because it makes it seem like the universe is like putting you through a test, but I feel like what I like to believe that it is, or how I've come to understand it, is that it's actually your limiting beliefs manifesting in real time and giving you an opportunity to choose not to believe that way anymore. So it's not really the universe putting you through a test. We are the universe in motion, but I guess it's really you yourself putting yourself through a test in a way. But when it'll be like I'll go through this period where I'll feel tempted to like give up or choose a different path, or and then I'll keep pushing forward and I'll be like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent this month. I don't know how this is gonna work out. And then always at the end of the day, something always worked out. It's like I'd get money right when I needed it, or the pieces would fall into place like right at the last minute. And it's almost as if it's like the reward for you believing in good things happening for you. And so I feel like that's what this is talking about really, is like the extent to which you have faith is going to be the extent to which you experience good. You're going through a really big transformative period in your life right now, and I feel like that is going to kind of add to everything, because maybe if you are switching jobs or getting out of a long-term relationship, or I don't know, whatever the case might be, there's so much more emotion and fear that's going to be added onto that. So please understand, Capricorn, I am not saying that any of this is easy, but I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying whatever you desire is absolutely possible. You can have it. It is meant for you, but your belief in it is going to determine whether or not you can create it. I'm trying to figure out how to do this layout. This is the first reading I've done with this new kind of layout with all these cards. So I feel like as you progress right now, Capricorn, it's like just knowing, like every time you start doubting yourself, just be like, but that crazy tarot lady told me the universe is supporting me, tells me the universe has my back. Especially in those moments where it doesn't feel like it, that's where you can lean on that belief a little bit more. And the more you lean on that belief, the more that good things start to happen. So I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to dive deeper into these messages, looking at what you can do right now to move forward in alignment with your higher self. So kind of focusing on more tangible advice. Thank you so much, Capricorn, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you, there's a fly. Yeah, there's a fly right in front of the camera. As always, I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve and desire on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Capricorn.